Hello and welcome to 5 p.m. and Pakistan shenanigans continue. Pakistan needs to make up its mind. Do they want to play? Do they want an escape route? Do they want a peaceful solution? Do they want to do a U-turn and say that, oh, you know what, this U-turn has been done because they have the larger interest of global cricket in mind, so they are doing grandstanding again? What do they want to do? Because the kind of developments that we are seeing or sensing, having spoken to sources, they don't really add up. So today what we will do, I mean, obviously we will give you the news. We will give you every possible update from the India Pakistan ICC drama that is going on. We will also tell you what can possibly likely happen. We will also give you an update on where the ICC is headed at this point in time and what's going on there. First things first, till this morning at least, there is no clarity whether Pakistan has written to the ICC or not. In fact, they haven't. Till the morning. After that, obviously, we haven't checked with ICC sources, but till this morning, there was nothing official from Pakistan for the ICC. On the other hand, what we do know is that the Pakistan board has been in touch with a number of other boards. They had reached out to a number of other cricket boards soliciting support. While on the one hand, they are not getting in touch with the ICC, it was interesting to note that the Pakistan Cricket Board extended an olive branch to a number of other boards and tried to solicit support from each and every one of them. I am not giving you the names, but I can tell you no less than 5, 6 boards were approached yesterday. Not one single board did Pakistan get approval from or support from. Except Bangladesh at this point, Pakistan has zero support within the echelons of the ICC. Within the echelons, Dinesh Singh, level of journalism is pathetic. आप सब पाकिस्तान की नफरत में अंधे हो चुके हो. They simply are doing all this to get their ICC share. Bangladesh is just an excuse. ICC share? What is their ICC share? So to get their ICC share, they'll have to play, Dinesh. And journalism is pathetic. यार कमेंट जब कर रहे हो तो पैथेटिक कमेंट मत किया करो ना. थोड़ा सा दिमाग गधे जैसे कमेंट मत किया करो, फायदा नहीं होता है. जर्नलिज्म इज पैथेटिक कह रहे हो, कमेंट का थोड़ा सा मतलब होना चाहिए. स्टूपिड कमेंट मत करो, खुद को क्यों इडियट दिखा रहे हो, मत करो. Anyway, coming back to what Pakistan is doing. So from what we know, what we have been able to find out from multiple sources is that Pakistan has reached out to quite a number of boards. Three things have been told. One, that Pakistan has no locus standi on this matter. By the way, there are still sane voices in Pakistan. There are not all insane voices or roguish voices. People like Ehsan Mani, for example. I mean, I was having a chat with Ehsan Mani and will probably do an interview with Ehsan as well over the weekend. He's in London at the moment. And he has been former chairman of the PCB, former chairman of the ICC. Between him and Jagmohan Dalmia, they ruled world cricket. So there is a lot of that stuff going on. There are some sane voices as well. There are some sane voices, but they're absolutely marginalized and they have zero say in Pakistan matters. Coming back, almost all of the boards that Pakistan had reached out to said three things, if I sum up for you all. Number one is Pakistan has no locus standi on the matter. What do the boards mean? That this is a matter between Bangladesh and the ICC. Bangladesh Cricket Board has already thrown in the towel and has accepted the fait accompli and has decided to move on. They did a board meeting. Bangladesh Cricket Board did a board meeting last Saturday. They agreed that Scotland is now going to play the World Cup. There's no point in prolonging this matter any further. And Bangladesh decided to move on. Now, when Bangladesh decided to move on in a matter which is basically a matter between the Bangladesh Cricket Board and ICC, what locus standi does Pakistan have to jump into the matter and try and make it their own? That is a question that was asked of Pakistan, and frankly, all these boards were unanimous that Pakistan has no real locus standi on this matter to raise this and make it into a boycott pitch and say that they will not play India. Number one. Number two, what is being said is very interesting, that on the same day that Pakistan decided to not play India in the World Cup for men on the 15th, the same day they will play the women's game in Bangkok or somewhere else for the emerging stars. So for women and men, it's a clear case of double standards. Now they might well say that, oh, we will not play the women also, but on the same day that they announced this decision, they decided to play and played the under 19 World Cup match in. Yeah, Dinesh, whether I know everything or not, my journalism is pathetic. Why are you coming to my show and wasting your time and my time? Tell me. It's a pathetic show, according to you. Are you that stupid to waste your time on a pathetic show? Have some sense. Come on, yaar. This is a pathetic show, accepted. Go, get out. Don't waste your time and my time. Let's get back. So the third point that we were making is Pakistan was one I told you, that on the same day, Pakistan played the under 19 match against the India under 19. So if you are being if you're saying we don't want to play India, if that is the stand, then don't play India in any tournament. There should be a consistency in what you are saying and what you are doing. Now, if you don't play India and your policy, your stated policy is we will not play India in any format, that is totally taken. That's fine. I mean, you don't want to play India, you don't play India in any format, and fair enough, don't play. But when you say that, oh, you know what, we will play the under 19, or we are playing the under 19, but at the same time, we will not play the T20 men's match against India while we will play the women's match on the same day, that reeks of politics, that reeks of double standards. And that's where the real problem is for the ICC and for a number of other boards. Pakistan was clearly pointed out that, listen, this is where it is becoming a problem. You don't have any locus standi on the matter. Secondly, this is a case of double standards. And finally, this is also equally significant that India played the Asia Cup. Why? India played the Asia Cup. By the way, there was talk, will India go, will India not go? Operation Sindoor was just 4 months old, if you remember. May Operation Sindoor, Asia Cup in September. India went and played the Asia Cup in September, played Pakistan 3 times in 2 weeks. And one of the reasons for that was that India needed to protect the interests of the associate member nations. These associate member nations, they survive or sustain their cricket based on the money that India Pakistan generates. So to protect the edifice of global cricket, to protect the interests of these associate member nations, which includes countries like Oman, which includes US, which includes all these countries. I mean, you can keep naming these associate member nations. India played the Asia Cup. Now, Pakistan is an integral member of the ICC, and it is also, their job or their responsibility to stand up for the associate member nations. By deciding to not play the World Cup match against India, by deciding to boycott this match against India, what Pakistan is in effect doing, and this has been pointed out to them by the member boards that they reached out to, is Pakistan is destroying the edifice of the world game or trying to sabotage the interests of the world game. And that's where they have lost practically every support. So, in terms of news, absolute hard news, Pakistan reached out to multiple cricket boards to garner support. Pakistan is clearly must be feeling the heat, for otherwise there is no reason for Pakistan to reach out to all these cricket boards. None of the cricket boards decided to support Pakistan. Almost all of them pointed out Pakistan has low locus standi. Almost all of them pointed out that India did what it did in the Asia Cup, played the Asia Cup to help the associate member countries. Pakistan, as a responsible member, should do the same. And the third point from this entire thing is that Pakistan was told that there are a case of, multiple cases of double standards here. Women are playing, under 19 playing, but when it comes to the men's game, Pakistan is refusing to play. So this is the hard news that I can tell you. Till late last night or early this morning, there is nothing on the part of the PCB to the ICC. Like I said yesterday, the thought behind this was quite interesting. I had broken the story also yesterday. That one of the reasons is if we don't respond to the ICC, and ICC is, by the way, conscious of this. If we don't respond to the ICC CEO, from what I know, is traveling. So is Jay. Uh, one is in Milan. So from what I know, the ICC will convene an emergency meeting very, very soon, because they are conscious of the fact that if Pakistan, they're conscious of the fact that if Pakistan do not respond, the idea is that, oh, we have not officially told you that we are not playing. What is out there in the public domain is a tweet or a mention from the Pakistani government, but the ICC press release makes it clear that while the ICC has taken cognizance of the tweet by the Pakistan government, they are waiting for a formal confirmation on the part of the PCB. Now, in the absence of a formal confirmation from the PCB, can the ICC take suo motu action? Can the ICC impose anything? Can the ICC do anything to kind of outthink and outsmart Pakistan and take a call? Can the ICC impose financial penalties? Can the ICC impose monetary sanctions? All of these questions do the rounds, but if you don't respond to the ICC officially, can you, or is it possible for you to preempt, is it possible for you to preempt any kind of punitive action that could have otherwise happened against you on the part of the ICC? So clearly there is a clandestine and dirty or cunning thought here that, okay, let's try and delay the process, let's try and derail the World Cup, let's try and do something whereby the ICC will be under compulsion to wait, and that ICC will have no foot to stand on when the World Cup will just be days away or hours away. So that could be one of the reasons why till late last night, early this morning, late last night, there was no response, official response from the PCB to the ICC. Now, in such a scenario, what is the ICC saying? What can be a logical outcome? Will there be a penalty? Will there be a financial fine? Will there be both? Will there be suspension? Will Pakistan be debarred, or other teams will not play bilateral cricket? Is this the death knell of the Pakistan board, for the Pakistan board? A lot of these questions are doing the rounds. It is impossible to say at this point what exactly the ICC will do or say, but let me tell you this, that practically all the boards are united on this matter. There is not a single board except that of Bangladesh where Pakistan can get even a toehold. Because every board, and you must understand this, every board is financially impacted by this except India. Because India's major money, $6.2 billion or even 6.5, I think, comes mainly from the IPL. No other board remotely has even 1/100th of that kind of money. So the physical impact of this boycott on India, the money that India will lose is like a speck in an ocean. So India will not get impacted. India has nothing, no problems whatsoever. They will play the IPL again. They will rake in enough and more amount of money. The problem will happen for the ICC. The problem, and I'll tell you why. because the broadcaster is supposed to pay a certain amount of money to the ICC. The broadcaster will then say that the major money was apportioned for the India Pak game. That money cannot be paid because of obvious reasons, and because the ICC stands to lose that level of money, the trickle down payments to all these associate member countries and everyone else comes to a standstill. On the other hand, the broadcaster would have made this money from ad sales, from revenue, from advertisement spots, or anything like that. From the perspective of the broadcaster, also, this is a major blow in the sense the broadcaster will not be able to make this kind of money and then subsequently pass on to the ICC. So, except the BCCI, other stakeholders do stand to lose. In this case, ICC, in this case, associate member nations, in this case, the broadcaster. And all of these bodies have now become united, or now have gotten united against Pakistan after this stand of boycott. The point is very clear. You want to have an issue, kindly go have an issue against India. Go fight with India. But why are you doing something that will destroy the edifice of global cricket, will harm the associate member countries? Because these are the people you will have to live with in the ICC board. It's a democratic body. It's a democratic body where, ultimately all of these people who you reached out to are members. There was one school of thought which said Pakistan could propose to the ICC that if ICC allows Bangladesh a re-entry, it will reconsider. Outrageous and preposterous. Why am I saying outrageous and preposterous? One, the ICC press release was dusted that Bangladesh is out of the World Cup, Scotland is in. The Scots have now, sort of done everything. They will be here. They will get into their warm-up games. Bangladesh has reconciled as well. Everything has already been changed. To say that Bangladesh should play and ICC should reconcile and all of this is complete, utter madness. It is, as I said, ridiculous and preposterous to even suggest that the ICC board, after deciding on a matter 14-2, will actually reconcile itself to a suggestion which is as preposterous as let Bangladesh play the World Cup and move its games to India. What Pakistan doesn't realize is, in trying to harm the interests of the BCCI, it has actually ended up harming itself. It has ended up harming the smaller associate cricket boards in the region and beyond, and it has ended up harming the ICC. And that is where, or why, it stands completely isolated and alienated within the ICC's board. That's the macro picture or the scenario. Now, a lot of people have asked me, will India travel to Sri Lanka? This is a common refrain that has been asked or going on for the last few days. Last couple of days, obviously. I mean, this decision came day before yesterday at 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m., whatever it is. India, as on date, is all booked and set to go to Sri Lanka. Now, if one team forfeits a match, means the other team will have to be physically present there so as to get the 2 points. They will have to fulfill their statutory obligations to the tournament, pre-match press conference, etc., etc., and Pakistan will not fulfill their statutory obligations. India will be the one team that will be out there on the pitch. Pakistan will not turn up, basis which the forfeiture will happen and the 2 points will be given to India. The 2 points that we are talking about here will be passed on to India, and Pakistan's net run rate will also get very severely impacted. Now that's the way the situation is evolving. So to answer that question, and I will now get into questions because there are close to 1,000 questions that have come. To answer that question, India is all set. India is indeed all set to travel to Sri Lanka for the 15th. India will have to be physically present there until and unless something dramatic and drastic happens before that. Because in case of a forfeiture, if the other team also doesn't turn up, then the match could be cancelled and not forfeited. So India will have to be physically present there to try and get the 2 points basis the forfeiture. Do I see a volte pass and a radical turnaround? A number of people, in fact, quite a few of the ICC Travel and Tour partners have also asked me, do you envisage, do you envisage a turnaround, in the Pakistani decision, and will they eventually come and play? Mr. Gavaskar, for example, has said in a tongue-in-cheek manner that we see a lot of Pakistani players coming out of retirement and taking up the game again. And the reason they keep giving is, oh, we've done it for the fans, we've done it for the public, etc. So the Pakistan Cricket Board could take a high moral ground and say, oh, we've done it for the sake of global cricket. We went and convinced our government for the sake of the global sport, and they might just want to take a high moral ground and parade a high moral ground. So that could be the only way that there could be a volte face or a radical 360-degree turnaround and Pakistan deciding to play the game. In real terms, I think there is very little chance, because the call has not come from the PCB, the call has come from the Pakistan government. And because the call has come from the Pakistan government, it is almost impossible for the cricket establishment to overturn that call and move on, especially when Mohsin Naqvi is the Interior Affairs Minister in Pakistan. So that's the kind of macro and micro scenario. Let me go to questions, because as I said, there are close to 500 to 1,000 questions. Dr. Devopriyo, Pakistan is a rogue state, has a rogue cricket board holding ransoms on India-Pak match. What next? I told you what next. They will want to delay the process, Devopriyo, so that they can push the associate member nation, push the tournament to on the brink, and kind of harm the tournament or impact the tournament in the manner that they are suggesting. So there will be more and more delays on the part of Pakistan. Dinesh, I've already answered you, and I'm glad that you decided to leave. Because clearly, when you think that it's a pathetic show going on, I don't understand how somebody can be that naive and that stupid to come and attend that pathetic show. Shanta B, PCB jumped in, Bangladesh fight to India, now ICC strikes back. India will compromise with ICC, share money and help them in revenue generation. ICC said to ban Pakistan, they can't be selective, pick and choose. Exactly, and ICC will work out the monetary deal for sure. So yes, what you are saying, I agree with you that India might want to help out. ICC will not want to allow Pakistan to pick and choose, and that's what it had said in its press release as well. India-Pak match on or boycott? Only God is able to say that answer. Who's this? Vivek Ahuja. I've given you all the details news-wise where the matter stands at the moment. Abhinav Vivek, ICC must ban them. ICC must ban them. Increase ICC. Dinesh, you still not disappeared here. You should go. But Boryada, should ICC really wait till the end with such uncertainty? The ICC will not wait till the end for sure. The ICC will wait maybe another 24 to 48 hours. They will convene an emergency board meeting. They will want the PCB to respond. PCB is also a member of the board. They will not wait till eternity. There is no question that ICC will not know before the 15th what is going on and create a situation like the Asia Cup where half the team is inside the bus, half the team is waiting inside the bus. Nobody really knows. Then you come back 1 hour later and all that. That drama I don't think is happening. So Abhinav Vivek, Dinesh Singh, DU creativity, I've answered that. DU creativity, I've answered that. Salim Hassan, Dada, yes, bhai. Love from Kerala to you too. Why didn't Pakistan boycott under-19 match against India? Syed Nizamuddin, you tell me. That is exactly what they are being told, that if you wanted to boycott, you could have boycotted the under-19. You can boycott the women's matches as well. But imagine this, the under-19 players just don't matter to Pakistan. They know that with under-19 cricket, you can't politicize much. They know that with women's cricket, especially Pakistan women's cricket, it is of no use whatsoever. You can't politicize much. So they will only try and do that with the men's team, where they will get some and proper eyeballs, and they will politicize that format. But other formats, when they know that there is no real benefit here, so they will let it go. Imagine how they treat their own, how they treat their women's team, and how they treat their under 19 team. You cannot trust Pakistan, because what if they do the same in future tournaments? Partho Bhattacharya, I think you're 100% right. I agree with Dinesh. Journalism is a joke in India, and you guys are bigger joke that you come and watch and waste your time and my time. I hope your language is whatever. Arey, come on, yaar. Why are you bothered about my language? I know what my language is. Leave me. You can't change me. Why don't you just waste, wasting my? Just go, yeah. Don't unnecessarily spoil everybody else who's watching the show. Just calm down and get lost. I hope ICC shows a spine and punish the PCB. ICC Manoshi. ICC has not done anything so far to tell me that ICC isn't showing a spine. I haven't seen any action on the part of the ICC or heard anything to suggest that the ICC will soft pedal, that the ICC will not come down hard, the ICC will not take tough action, or the ICC will allow PCB to ride roughshod and get away. I have not heard anything like that, Manasi, to be able to say that. Love from Kerala, thank you. Dinesh bhai, don't watch if you don't like. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he's crazy trolls. Uh, Himanshu, what is it? Himanshu wrote, Pakistan will take a U-turn last moment, then brag that they have won against BCCI and ICC. They can't brag this time. That's the problem. They are looking for a face saver. The only grandstanding that they can do is they can say that they are doing it for the sake of world cricket, to save the edifice of the world game. They have decided to come back. Otherwise, there is no face saver in this matter. Lucky, whatever. Boriaji, why is BCCI silent? BCCI is silent on Asia Cup. BCCI has nothing to do with this at this point in time, Lucky DX. BCCI will have to follow the ICC. The action is with the ICC. The BCCI need not say a word on this. All the BCCI needs to prepare is the Indian team, get ready to host the tournament, make sure that all the centers are ready, make sure that they are perfect hosts. The BCCI has absolutely no reason whatsoever to respond to the PCB except to follow the tournament code and send the team to India in time for the match. Crazy Shubho, what if all this scripted to maximize publicity? No, no, this is not scripted. A government handled tweet cannot be scripted. Vivek Ahuja, I think same day India women's Pakistan match not boycott. Correct? That is what you are saying. Not the full team. It's the emerging stars, not the senior team. Sorry, it's the emerging stars game on the 15th. And no, Pakistan is not boycotting that. Precisely what I'm trying to tell you, that how can there be a case of double standards like this? Uday Pratap Singh, now this is the time to earn, and competition based not on political difference. Start making other countries big. That's a very good point to their Pratap Singh, that build newer markets, build a market in Nepal, build a market in some other place, which will, kind of help ICC to create newer brands in cricket, whereby associate member countries or their monies will not depend on an India Pakistan contest. So I buy that argument to their Pratap Singh. Partha, I've taken yours. Uday Pratap, I've taken yours. Don't spam. Don't spam. Keetan Patel. Pakistan want big share in ICC fund. That's why they do this drama before tournaments. If India let down this time, everything they do, drama better to go. No, I don't think they can decide on the monies like that. It doesn't work like that. But the money is pre-decided. Portion of revenue is pre-decided. So this is not fair to say. Pakistan is doing it purely and acutely for political considerations, because Bangladesh election is on the 12th. They want to create political instability on both sides of the Indian border. They will try to instigate the radical fundamentalist sections in Bangladesh. That is why they are trying to do this. So Kitan, I've answered. Shanto had no valid reason to boycott the match. Shanto B, you're right, unless giving diplomatic reasons, saying the government. You're absolutely right. Akash, why is ICC not contacting Pakistan? Why should ICC contact? The Pakistan Cricket Board is under compulsion to come and inform the ICC of its decision. There is absolutely no reason for the ICC to contact Pakistan because the ICC has announced the schedule and done its job. Boria sir, what if PCB confirms with their government stated in the next 48 hours? Will they be allowed to play the tournament? ICC hasn't been formally notified, Obhishek. If there is a U-turn, if the Pakistan Cricket Board confirms to the ICC that they are turning up, chances of which are very very remote. Okay. Okay, who else is this? Neer. Do you think Jai Shah is compromised because of broadcasters? For him, broadcaster matters more than country. What are you? Why? What for? I mean, why should it matter? Jai Shah is an administrator here as the head of the ICC, will look after the interests of the ICC. As an Indian representative, I've seen Jai Shah do nothing that compromises the country or compromises the integrity of the ICC, not even one iota of action. So when you are saying something, I don't see why you would be saying it. Mohsin Naqvi can make BCCI and ICC. I don't think he can make anybody a hostage. He's trying to, and that is why there will be action against Pakistan. ICC is playing it very rightly, waiting for a while to see if PCB responds. If they don't, the ICC knows what it needs to do. I don't think anybody is compromised. Priyanshu, can we say Naqvi is ready to ruin and destroy Pakistan cricket just to gain brownie points? Exactly the direction he is going after. And that's what I mentioned to Ehsan Mani today when he and I were speaking. Rajiv Uppal, PK only values rivalry with India. You're absolutely right, Rajiv. Cricket wise, this is a non starter of a game. 90 times out of 100, India will win. That is now a given. Surya Kumar Yadav very rightly had said this is not really a rivalry. The value is political. India Pakistan is what it is purely because of the politics that is associated with the game. V Sapra, the way this negotiation headed, Pakistan has now made clear they're doing it to negotiate better revenue share. No, the revenue share doesn't happen like this, and it will not happen like this. They are doing it clearly to create political instability in Bangladesh and woo the radical fundamentalist sections, up the ante against India. Why didn't they boycott under 19? I wish I knew. Come to the point, I've already given the point. ICC is sitting comfortably after a token acknowledgement of the tweet. Pakistan was expecting some kind of a meltdown. The meltdown's not going to happen. As I told you, Pakistan reached out to a number of boards yesterday and literally was rebuffed by every board saying there's nothing that will come in favor of Pakistan. No iota of support came in favor of Pakistan. So they stand totally alienated and isolated within the ICC's boardroom. As per lots of Pak former cricketer analyzed, they're blackmailing ICC on negotiation. It's not happening, boss. If they think that they will negotiate with the ICC, ask for a bilateral series, increase the share of revenue, nothing like that will happen. Nothing whatsoever. So don't you worry. I mean, the Pakistan cricketers or whoever broadcaster can live in a fool's paradise. All this is scripted. No, it's not. I told you, top four in the World Cup. I think definitely India, Australia without Pat Cummins, without Josh Hazelwood kind of injury scare. We'll see where it's headed. But definitely, I mean, by the way, under 19 today, England has scored 277. That's quite a decent score. Very, very good score. India versus Afghanistan tomorrow. New Zealand is a good team, according to me. South Africa is a good team. Australia is a good team. England is a good team. Don't rule out Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka, again, I mean, they will have their chances as well. This is going to be quite an interesting tournament. Some good sides out there out of the 5-6 that I've just named. Pakistan, I don't really think is a great side in this format. India women, I've answered that. My top four I've answered. Okay, so Boria sir, can Pakistan be banned for 2 years after this pathetic approach? Sanctions, definitely, Jayesh Joshi. What kind of sanctions? What will happen? How this drama will unfold in the next this thing? Will it be monetary? Will it be punitive action? Will it be ban? Will it be suspension? We have to wait and see. Okay. Abhishek Chaudhary have answered that. Debo Priyo, I think they will continue the drama till 15th afternoon. No, they can't because, but you're right. I mean, I understand where you're coming from and you have a logic there. They will want to try and continue the drama till 15th afternoon, but they will not be able to, because clearly you're taking fans for a ride, broadcaster for a ride, and every arrangement will need to be made. So anyone who has to cancel will have to know to be able to cancel. So I don't think it will continue that far. Okay, Partho, I've answered that. Love from Kerala, I've answered that. Jayesh, I've answered. Boryada, can Pakistan ban from T20 World Cup? Can, but I already explained that they need to formally communicate, and we will see. Gambler 001, ICC doing now any update? We've been giving you this particular update for the last 35 minutes. Okay. Suman Avasthi, Boryada, why are you pushing and hoping for PCB to reverse? Why are we pushing? And no, we are not. Nobody is pushing and hoping, Suman, for the ICC, for Pakistan Cricket Board to reverse their stand. Nobody. What one knows is, just tell you are not playing so that you can now get definitive action done, and your cricket will face financial ruin and much more. So that's what people are expecting, that there has to be a decision on the matter. It cannot be left hanging like Pakistan wants it to happen. Game night, PCB, PCI, hyping this just to milk profit. No, it's not like that. Political maverick, can ICC punish Pakistan even if they take a U-turn now? A U-turn like this cannot happen because it's the government stand. You must understand this loud and clear. U-turn could have logically happened had it been the PCB. But given that it's the Pakistan government that has taken this stand, I don't see a U-turn happening. Okay, many more questions. Let me go to the end because I'll do 4 more minutes. Okay. Super chat, Lucky DX. Boriaji, is BCCI silent on this? BCCI failed in Asia Cup controversy, didn't bring trophy to India. Jayasha, BCCI very weak. Shames. No, I don't think, Lucky, BCCI has any role in this whatsoever. BCCI continues to be the host of this tournament. They have nothing to do with Pakistan's shenanigans. They will rally the ICC. They have every vote in the ICC. They've done that already. They've played their diplomatic cards correct. It is now a matter between the ICC and the Pakistan Cricket Board. Lucky DX578 had given this super chat. Okay. Gargi, can you quickly take good analysis, sir? Love your work. Thank you very much. Vian Singh, golden opportunity for the BCCI and ICC to permanently damage and boycott Pakistan cricket. Definitely, it's a thing now for Pakistan to be shown the door and taught a lesson. Lucky, I've answered this. Gargi, give me the other super chats, please. Okay, Shubhendu, all said and done, could we have avoided this total issue by not enlisting Bangladesh players? This one has to be answered. Shubhendu, you're right that the Mustafiz issue, could it have been handled better? But there is zero chance that the Mustafiz issue could be picked up by Bangladesh and made it into a war between world cricket and Bangladesh. It was never a war with ICC. It was never a war with every board. It was never a war about destroying the whole World Cup. It was never a war. If Bangladesh could have rallied against India, stopped sending players to India, boycotted bilateral cricket against India, angst was against India, you could have fought against India, not made into a war with the ICC. And once you did that and then lost it because the ICC replaced you with Scotland and Pakistan, even worse, they have no locus standi because this is Bangladesh's fight. They have thrown in the towel, they have accepted the decision, and Pakistan has jumped in from nowhere trying to make solidarity and create an issue out of nothing. So there are differences. I think there are more super chats. Let's take that. Rohan, are there some sections pondering if India can give up ICC membership, reconstruct a new board? No. Nothing like this is going to happen. I've actually heard the contrary, that Pakistan could have broken away and tried to reach out to China, reach out to Bangladesh, and try and create something with these kind of countries, the Chinese, the Bangladeshis, etc., not the other way around. Parasuram Sathakarni, one of our regular viewers, should BCCI withdraw from the ACC? No benefit we are getting out of it. Asia Cup is majorly for smaller countries. See, you have to understand, Parasuram, you answered that very well by yourself. Asia Cup is also about the smaller countries. They are as much members of the ACC. They are as much associate countries. Their cricket is as much relevant and important as the bigger countries. That's why BCCI will not or cannot pull out. That's why they played the Asia Cup, and that's where Pakistan needed to show more sense. Tirthankar Dotto, it's not about the impact of financial loss, it's about pride now. Pakistan has to be kicked out. It is also about realpolitik. It's about how to conduct sporting diplomacy, Tirthankar, and one has to play the cards really, really well. Amir Khan, please ICC ban Pakistan cricket, etc. What तुम्हार हमारी टीम बिल्कुल खचरा है, कोई मैच देखने में इंटरेस्ट है हम सब पाकिस्तानियों को, समझ नहीं आया. अनुष मिश्रा, बॉयकॉट नहीं होगा बट ये ड्रामा वैलेंटाइन डे तक चलेगा. अच्छा, आपको पता है, हमें पता नहीं है कि ऐसे हो सकता है. सुमित सिंह दिल्ली वाला, बलोचिस्तान freedom 100 times more important than any match. Full support. Come on, boss. Let's not go down that route on this show. Okay, this is the time to earn competition. I think we have done. Shubhendu, I've taken the super chat. Think I've more or less taken everything. Too many questions to answer. But I think 1000 Sunny request Virat to come out of retirement. Nothing to do with the T20 World Cup at this point. Chalo yaar, khatam karte hain. Done quite a few of your questions. Shotyajit, can't the ICC step in on its own and take a call before the tournament begins? Obviously, it will. The tournament, the warm-up matches are going on. The ICC still has time. There will be an emergency board meeting and a call will certainly be taken. Obviously, you will hear over the next 48 odd hours, you will hear plenty more on the matter. Let's finish here. Let me tell you these things. Day after tomorrow, 5th of February, digital conclave on the World Cup on our platforms. Akash Chopra, Michael Clark, Bharat Arun, Deep Das Gupta, Irfan Pathan to join me. Akash Chopra, Michael Clark, Deep Das Gupta, Bharat Arun, Irfan Pathan to join me. Day-long conclave, digital conclave building up to the war, the World Cup, and also the Pakistan matter. The war room is what we are calling it. Shubhayan Chakraborty, Debashish Sen, Shomik Chakraborty will report from Mumbai. They are already in Mumbai. They are reporting from Mumbai, building up to India's warm-up game tomorrow and thereafter on the 7th, the first game against the US. Gargi Raut will report from Delhi, where the second game against Namibia. Rohit Juglan will report from Zimbabwe for the under-19 semi-final against Afghanistan tomorrow. Trisha Ghoshal and Snehashish Mukherjee, our women's cricket pair, are now both in in Vadodara for the WPL final, which is on the 5th. So huge amount of coverage coming your way in the course of the next few days. Thank you very much for watching.